So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The New York session already started 15 minutes ago. Today is Monday, so it means new trading week started. Let's have a look really quick, just the economic calendar, what we can expecting this week. You can see we have a couple of news from the USA, one from Australia, one from Canada. Thursday we have news from Euro, and we have one news from Canada on Friday. So this week, if you have any running trade on USD, AUD, Canadian dollar, or Euro, you need to have a look what's going on the watch list on the news and what time is the high impact news. So always protect your capital, and if you have big profit, take some before the high impact news coming out. Let's have a look at the chart. What should I analyze first?
EU is good then. You started.
Really?
EU is not EU.
All right, let's have a look at EU. So what we can find on the weekly, we have trend line, and also looks like I just looking the last leg, and if you check the last leg, the structure is still bearish on the daily. I can use only one thing on the daily is the high to low Fibo, and basically you can see the price was really close to the 61.80, but it doesn't tap. So the daily for me is still bearish, and basically that's all. The 4 hour we can find similar thing, and what I don't really like is this level. So you can see they create almost equal lows, so lots of liquidity sitting below. The daily it's bearish. Basically, if you check the 4 hour, it's looking a little bit tricky, but you see that's the last lower high level, and it's created the lower low. So at the moment, the H4 it's also bearish, but we can expect still some upside move. So let's have a look. What is the Fibo 61.80 and what is the 78.60? You can see the price have been really close to the 61.80, but actually doesn't tap. So that's all on the H4. I'm just setting these important levels. So there's the H4 61.80. If the price respect to these two levels, I'm expecting the price going still lower. Otherwise, if the price broke the 618.78.60, it means the trend is shift from bearish to bullish, and we will have a look at the 127 or above the 100. So that's the H4 78.60. Super. And if the price react to the 618 or 78.60, we will target first the 0 level and after the -27. Let's have a look at the H1. On the H1, you can see the price basically making the consolidation. After its breakout from the consolidation, create the bullish end and start pushing to the upside. Let's have a look. What was the level? Where is the price rejected? So you can see the price tapped the 78.60. You can see it's create higher highs and higher lows, and after it's complete the move at the -68. So basically the daily and the 4 hour and the weekly it's bearish, but the H1 looks like bullish. You can draw a trend line from low to high, and basically I can put the Fibo from this low to this high. Let's have the H4. Yes. So what I'm expecting now on the H1, I'm expecting pullback to the downside to the 61.80, 78.60, then the push to the upside to the 61.80, or actually I think it's possible going higher to the H4 78.60. Then we can look into take a short opportunity, or the other way. If the price starts pushing to the downside to the 61.80 or the 78.60, we need to follow the structure on the lower time frame, and if it's create bearish structure and broke these two levels, then we can expect the pullback to the upside and the weekend expecting the bigger drop to the downside and these lows liquidity taken out. Otherwise, it's still possible react to these two levels and start pushing to the upside, and it's create the new on the H4 the new high low level, and after we will see it going lower or going higher. So at the moment I have these two scenario on Euro USD. Do you have any question?
No, thank you.
Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Let's see gold. So in gold we can find similar things. So you can see the price create crazy liquidity at this place, and actually if we check this low and this low, you can see it looks like almost equal lows. So lots of liquidity sitting below these levels. And the other thing what we can see, so if we check the structure, let's have a look. Maybe no, it's not really looking clear on the daily, but you can see you have high, we have low, we have lower high, we have lower low, we have lower high, and we have lower low. So for me, the structure is bearish, but we can expect similar thing on gold than on Euro USD. So you can see almost equal lows, lots of liquidity sitting below, and if we check the price, and I put the figure from high to low, you can see the price stopped at 61.80. So possible some pullback to the downside, or we can use the 78.60 for target and for next possibility entry level. So that's the H for 78.60. And also if I use another figure from low to high, you can see the minus 27 is matches perfectly with the H for 78.60. So super. So that's on the H4. You can see the price start to create the first fat candle. And basically, this is the bigger time frame Fibo, and I can use the Fibo trick, and it will be the 1 hour Fibo. You can see the 127 is matches with the 78.60, and you can see the H1 78.60 and 61.80 is still a bit higher. And also you can see the price basically making consolidation, so possibly it's going lower and take out the liquidity. If the price rejected the 78.60 and it's creates the lower highs, lower lows, then it's create the new high and break the last lower high level, we can look into take a long position from the 78.60. Otherwise, it's possible going to the 127, what is the 78.60 on the H4. And also you can see the lower time frame, basically the 1 hour lower high level, it's fair to break. So the candle bodies still close below. So that's the two scenario what I'm waiting on gold. The first interesting level for me is the 1,800. If the 1,800 level is broken, then I'm looking the 1,793 level. So that's my vibe on gold. Do you have any question? Okay, let's see.
Would you be taking longs, Ben, from that 127? from
Okay,
1794. Would you be taking longs from there
yeah,
or not?
that's possible, but if the price coming to this level, you need to understand if you take a long, you just still taking the pullback because the H1 structure doesn't broke. So for example, if the price coming to here, then this structure is broken. What does it mean? The trend is shift again from lower time frame bullish to lower time frame bearish, pullback, and we are going much lower. So it will be create the new daily lower low.
Okay, then thank you. So we better stay away from it for now.
Yes, correct. Okay, let's see US30. So US30 trade was beautiful last week. You know, I take it from this level, and basically the reason why I take it, because on the weekly you can see it's create still high highs and high lows, and at this point it's create equal lows. So what does it mean? Above equal lows, liquidity. So on the weekly you can see I put the Fibon from low to high, and the price came back perfectly to the weekly 61.80. And also I showed you before the daily, you can see I put the Fibon from low to high, and you see it was also 127. So liquidity zone. So basically it was big bullish, and we have the support resistance level, the weekly 61.80, the daily 127 level, and you can see basically the price still just creating liquidities, and you see the today daily candle is still really bullish. So I think just matter of the time, and it will create the new high level. And what I'm waiting is the 3500 350 level. 350. Sorry, it's not right. I delete the other Fibon, the weekly one. Low to high. 3600. So there's the weekly minus 27 level. Okay, so let's see the daily. On the daily, you can see the price. The today daily candle at the moment this looks like red. So if it stay red, we can place the Fibon from low to high, and we can waiting for pure pullback. If the price closing blue, we can do anything, just waiting for the next red candle and the pullback. So at the moment, that's all on the daily. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. In the 4 hour, you can see the structure. It's clear, create high highs and high lows. So it's create clear high highs and high lows, and you can see the price came back to the 78.60. So probably the next target will be the 35,200 level. And what I told you on the lower time frame, it's looking better. You can see the price reacted exactly at the previous high level. So I share 100% it will be taken out really soon. And the next move, what we are expecting is the 35,230 level. Let's have a look at the lower time frame. Maybe we could find some nice entry points. Looks like the price make the break of structure and the counter trend line break, but it makes some pullback, but it wasn't too strong. So the next thing what we can do is pushing higher and close red, we can place the Fibon from low to high, and we can wait for the small pullback, and we need to follow the move on the lower time frame. If the price stop at the 78.60 or at the 61.80, we can take a long from this point, or otherwise if the price making bigger pullback, and we can apply the Fibonacci if possible, the price coming back to the 61.8, and what is the 161.80 level. Then it's creates the inverse head and shoulder, and after, I think we will see the final move to the upside. So in US 30, we can do anything at the moment, just on the 1 hour, waiting for the first red candle close, then we go from low to high. So this week, I'm still expecting upside move on US 30, and the next closer target is the 35,230 level. Then a little bit longer time, I'm expecting 35,600. So this is what I see on US 30. Do you have any question, or do you have maybe different vibe, or you are agree with me?
Koben, real quick one on the trade you took, the long position.
Yes.
What was your reason for entering on the 6180? Was it because of the minus 27, or you wasn't going to wait till the 7860? You sure?
It was 127, but it wasn't. Actually, I took a lower time frame confirmation entry. Let me show you. So, you know, basically it was very tricky because the 1 minute and 3 minutes at this low, it wasn't so clear because looks like the structure is not broken. But let me show you the 15 minutes. You see, on the 15 minutes, the break of structure was super clear. And what was my entry point? What do you think?
7860.
You got it. Exactly. It was just the 7860.
What was the stop loss for this trade, Benz?
I'm just put it slightly below to the 100.
Okay.
But you see, it was tricky. So if I'm not using multiple time frames, just stuck on the 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it wasn't clear entry actually. But I find on the 15 minutes, it was super clear break of structure. You see, the body close above. Yes. So basically, it was the trade. I'm just take it, and you see it's pushed to the upside really nicely, and I'm still in the trade. So yeah, we will see.
Cheers.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see GBP, GPY. So GBP, GPY, we check the structure, it still creates lower highs and lower lows. So the time frame is bearish. You can see the price really very close to the 7860 level. Don't play with me. 7860. Super. So that's all GBP, GPY, daily time frame. Let's have a look at the H4. Today morning, GBP, GPY was really tricky because if you not follow the bigger time frame, it looks like it's make the break of structure. But if you check the lower time frame, you can see the price create something else on the top. What is that, guys?
Liquidity.
Yes, liquidity. So at this point, basically, you can see the price left liquidity and still looks like create liquidity. So I think it will continue higher. And you see on the 4 hour, actually, the structure it's not broken. So let's have a look at the Fibonacci trick. From low to high, and you can see the minus 27, it's very close to the daily 7860. So on GBP, GPY, what I'm waiting is definitely the price break the last high low level. So for example, you see the final move probably the 7860, and you can take the trade at this point on the lower time frame, but you don't forget, if you have a perfect entry at top of the move, the H4 structure is still bullish. So what do you trade? Only the pullback. But if the price coming to the downside and it's make the break of structure clear on the 4 hour, then we can say the 4 hour also change from bullish to bearish, and you can look into take a short position from this point, and you can target the 148,500. Otherwise, if the price just still create higher highs and higher lows on the H4, it's possible continue higher and maybe going to the 127 level or even higher. What is 158.800? But I think the best and what is possible is rejection at the 7860, then break of structure, pullback first after the first blue candle, if we go from high to low, it will be create the head and shoulder, it will be create the break of structure, and we can look into take a short. So this is the why for me at the moment on GBP GPY. Have you any question?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Would you consider the break of structure only if the body closes below the wick or just below the body?
Okay, let's see. So there's the H4. So on the H4 looks like that's the last higher low. Let's have a look at the H1. So probably on the H1, the best if you wait for this structure broken, because you see from low to high, that is exactly the 7860. So if it's close above, it means it's still bullish and just create the higher high and not the higher low. But if it's break the 7860, then we are expecting the 127, and then we can expect the clear break of structure.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okie dokie. So that's all on GBP, GPY. Let's have a GBP. Okay, so GBP AUD, you see the weekly, it's still bullish. We can use too many things because it's really bullish. It's forget to make bigger pullback. Let's have a look at the daily. On the daily, you can see the structure, it's create high highs, high lows, so it's bullish. And it was the last week FIBO. You can see the price came back to the 61.80, then make the final move to the minus 27. On the daily, basically at the moment, we don't have to do nothing else because the price is bullish, but we can see it's rejected to the daily 70 minus 27. So possible bigger pullback. We will see. Basically, we just need to wait for the first red candle. Let's have a look at the H4. The H4, you can see the price create higher highs and higher lows, and if we go from low to high, you can see the price came back to the 61.80, then make the final move. It's already smashed the minus 27 and it's rejected to the daily minus 27. If the next candle still closed blue, possible it's going to minus 68, then it makes some pullback. So if that scenario happened, you can put the FIBO from low to high, and you can expect the pullback to 61.80 or 78.60, and the continuation to the bigger time frame what is the daily minus 68 level, and you see it matches perfectly with the H4 minus 68 level too. So on GBP, we are waiting back to the 7860, then the final of previous high minus 27, then the minus 68, what is matching with the daily minus 68 level. So that's my vibe. I think this is one of the clearest setup what we find today. Do you have any question from GBP? Okay, let's have a just quick go because it looks like it's dropping. Yes, dropping nicely. So let's see. The price looks like rejected to the 7860. I'm not doing anything, just follow the move on the lower time frame because basically on the 5 minutes, because the structure is still bearish. So it's still possible dropping lower and going to the 7860 bigger time frame. What is the H1 127 level? Okay, Euro USD. It's also started dropping. So the interesting point is the 1.17800, then the 1.1775 level. If these two levels is broken, it means the structure is broken. So 1 hour also turned from bullish to bearish, and we are waiting huge drop to the downside with gold. GBP, GPY. Actually, nothing happens here. Just you can see on the lower time frame, it's create equal highs. What does it mean? Liquidity. So probably it will be going higher. And GBP AUD. Also, you can see equal highs, so liquidity, so it means also going higher. And it looks like US 30 possible making some pullback. We will see how is the next 1 hour candle closed. If it's closed red, Fibo from low to high, and we will follow the move on the lower time frame, and we will see how is it reject to the last high-low level on the H1. If this level is broken, we expecting the pullback to the downside before it's continue higher. So that's all for me, guys. I don't know, do you have any question?
Do you mind if you send the structures, Ben, over, please?
Just step by step, please.
Could you please send the structures, Ben, to the group?
Yeah, of course, no problem. If you want, Wednesday, when we are making the weekly practice team call, we will talking more from structure and other things. Okay? Let's have
fantastic. Thank you.
Let's have a look at the chat very quick. Can you analyze Bitcoin? To be honest, no idea what's going on Bitcoin. I just saw it's exploded to the upside. Do you have any information what was the reason behind the move?
It's just Amazon kind of announced that it's going to accept Bitcoin, I think, by the end of this year.
All right, we will see anything possible. Okay, guys, I think it was the weekly breakdown team call. Please wait for the best opportunities, use the money management, and kill the market. I will sending out the analysis in the academy group. So yeah, if I find any nice opportunity, I will let you know. Have a nice day, guys. See you soon again. Take care. Bye.